what's going on, everybody? I doubt that anybody's here. You're probably all over watching the stream on UltimateDirtTV, and if you're not, well, go over there and watch it. Broadcast is way better than this, believe me. But here, racing the McSwain Duvall Classic, presented by World of Thunder. It's a race to commemorate my dad and Zack McSwain's dad. It's something very, very special to us. The league that I work with, World of Thunder, essentially threw it together for us, and in memory of our fathers, and they're raising money to help us pay for the funerals. I know so
basically, we're going to run heat races. The top three automatically transfer to the future, and then we have LCQs. And it should be, we have 3 LCQs to be the top 3 transferring onto the future. Then we will allow y'all to stay in the lobby. Y'all can practice.
I'm not used to being hands-off.
Everyone who does not make the future race will have a non-qualifying future race, and it's called the Stephen Harris Showdown. It's 20 laps for the non-people who qualify for the future. During this time, we'll set up the new lobby, the 57 lap. There will be 2 provisionals given. There'll be DJ and Zack McSwain both get provisionals to the main event if they don't qualify. And then the 3 leagues will give a provisional to a league member of their choice that is in the race. But you have to make the heat race and the feature, or the LCQ. And we'll pick the person to put them in there. So after the LCQs, if you don't make the feature, there's still a 20-lap feature for 20 drivers. So pay attention to Discord. And while that race is going on, we'll be setting up the new lobby for the 57-lap feature. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight and supporting these 2 families, Zack McSwain and DJ Duvall. Appreciate you. It means a lot. All Rotel rules apply. So do not think you can get away with something. Game chat, keep it to the minimum. I mean, it's the same as always. The leader starts the race out of turn number 4. After the checker flag, do not wreck your cars. Do not wreck your cars, or you will receive the EOL in your next race. Now, let's suck if you're the pole sitter of the 57-lap feature tonight and you have to start dead last. If we do have single file restarts, the flag stand is your cone. You need to stay nose to tail. No giving people colostomies, checks, or whatever you want to do. Don't do it. Because you can't go to the car in front of you goes, so no need to try to time to start and jump in it and cause a big pile-up. This is live. We're doing this for a great cause, so let's act professional, not like we lost our minds out there. Good luck, everyone. And the track is now open.
Got one outside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear inside. Low car down low. 15. Slow car down low. Go high.
My bad, Terrell.
4, 6, 6.
You're all good, man.
Slow car up high. Go low. 15.587.
Also, I want to thank the people who came on board helping us
Head on the bottom.
for this race tonight. You know, we got Fritz Gaming
15.497.
for a generous donation in for both families. Bearded FX for being a retail sponsor, Ultimate Dirt TV for the broadcast night. JDM Designs, he's worked hard for some
Head on the bottom.
for donations for these families tonight, so he's going to be giving a nice little donation at the end. We got Hood Up Motorsports Promotions, they've done a lot. The Swing and Dirt Racing League, the iRacing Dirt Means,
15.
Miller Family Trucking, Four Link Motorsports, thank you for your good contribution. Second Annual John Sykes Memorial, Jeff Helton Racing. So thank you all for tuning in. Also, in the broadcast, there's a donation link if you know anybody who wants to donate to the two families.
Slow car down low. 15.666.
Sorry.
Alright, turn my AC up here. There we go. I don't know if I have my camera on. I do not. Turn my camera back on. Alright. Get back out on track. It's qualifying time. Let's see what we can do. I'm not going to get my hopes up. Here for qualifying.
Green, green, green. Give me a flyer.
Bad lap.
Uno lapo. 15.521.
Oh. Even worse lap.
That's the checkered flag.
That was embarrassing. God, I hope they didn't watch that on a broadcast.
Both families, so each family going to walk away from this one $750. I wouldn't say richer, but $750 just to help with a few of the expenses that come with planning a funeral.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. It's obviously we don't wish this upon anybody, and it's unfortunately You know, at the end of the day, we sort of, you know, life takes a toll, and look, it's going to be a very sad moment, and we've got some special things happening on the program here tonight.
Right, well, qualifying is just about wrapped up. We've got a little bit of an extended format here for tonight. Of course, we'll see your normal heat races here. I'm looking at, let me have a look. 45 drivers signed into the pit area, so I'm going to guess, say,
so they did not get me on qualifying. I am thankful.
Program, maybe even 4, depending on how the server is set up. There'll be 10 laps top 3 to the main event. And we'll go and take a look at the last chance qualifiers for this server. Now, the drivers that transfer from the last chance qualifiers, we have, again, we're looking at 45. I'm hoping we have 3B mains. If we only have 2, the drivers that don't transfer into the feature event, they will have their own separate race. Matt, and you obviously
I am 10th of heat
yeah, mate,
2.
yeah. So
I'm way back the back.
And,
I'm not.
And basically, so what's going to happen is the
I'm
drivers that
come
don't
close to
make the
making
show
it
tonight will have their own little race. So it's going to be for Mitch Stiles' mum. Unfortunately, we got some news just recently. Unfortunately, Mitch Stiles lost his mum, and our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family as well. So they'll have a 20-lap race in a different server setup, so that way they'll be able to battle it out for that as well. So,
I got to lap top 3 to the feature.
Race fans, at your qualifying results, Tanner Tomasi going quick time with a 15.054. Black Majula second quick. Dylan Yeager, Cole Gabray, and Brent Evans your top 5. Zack McSwain in 6th. Evan Cease 7th. Trent Hitchens in 8th, and Dylan Hauser in 9th. Matthew Selby will round out your top 10.
All right, 4 heats on the program, 10 laps, top 3 to the main event. Tanner Tomasi lines up alongside Brent Evans in row number 1.
Remember why we're here tonight, guys. Let's have some fun.
Outside position number 4 with a 4 car of Huey Quillen.
Chris Fisher rolls
So I am completely out of the admin booth tonight.
Position 7 from Mount Washington.
So I need to try to keep that in mind.
Outside from Drummond, Tennessee, we'll see the 00 car of John Darby.
Alex Payne will start the 70 front position of 9, and Jared Schmidt, I should say, in the 005.
Lights are out, off the leader out turn number 4.
Will start the Hood Up Motorsports 525 car from position number 11.
So let's,
Robert Tucker will start the 17 car from position number 12.
Let's get us a spectator seat from
here we go, heat number 1
here in the front.
On the program.
I'll tell you what, that is trippy to be moving cameras whenever you're in VR.
Tyler Schultz, thank you for the 1,000 stars body. Again, we're going to put that back into the purse of the fund, I should say. So Tomasi Evans
Green flag.
in that second row. We've seen him last night in a league we covered, Matt. But here we go. Heat number 1 here, the McSwain Duvall Classic. We are green.
Down into turns 1 and 2 for the first time. Dylan Hauser making quick work off Brent Evans there. Now moves up to the second position. Into corners number 3 and 4 for the first time. Out of turn number 4, Tanner Tomasi will lead the opening lap.
That's the top 3 that are going to go straight into the main event. About 57 laps later on this evening. Chris Fisher holds down that third and final.
I don't know if y'all can.
That F5 machine, but again, keep an eye on Brent Evans. Keep an eye on the 15 as well. Oh, Ryan Flatten in the 15. Huey Cullen. See, he's outside. Huey Cullen. No, fine. It's not. Yeah, it is there. Huey Cullen in the 4 machine. I was looking, couldn't see his name there for a minute.
Yeah, he's back there in the 6th position at the moment, just running outside the transfer spot at the moment. Remember, race fans, the top 3 into tonight's big show. And, well, Tomasi leads the way down the back straight away this time into corners number 3 and 4. They'll finish lap number 4. Out of turn 4 this time by, they'll kick over to lap number 5.
Yeah, tell you what, Huey Quillen got a hell of a run in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. He nearly tagged the back end of the 101 machine of Brent Evans, who now holds down position number 3. Tomasi continues to lead the way. Cross flag sticks coming up this time by Tomasi, Hauser, and Evans, 1, 2, and 3. Then you go back to Quillen, Flatten, and Chris Fisher battling it out into the wall. Goes Huey Quillen, 3 wide, Flatten up on the inside. Fisher through the middle. Down we go down the back straight away. Bit of wheel run, bit of
I gotta check, make sure.
Some right side romance.
Wowee, that was some pretty cool stuff there through in turn number 3, down the main straightaway, back down to turns 1 and 2, just where we were 30 seconds ago, race fans. Down the back straight into corners number 3 and 4. Dylan Hauser under siege right now from Brent Evans to the 101 machine. Down the main straight they run now with 3 laps left to go.
Flatten again, rolling the top side of the racetrack through turn number 102. Huey calling the 4. Again, continuing to put that 4 on the bottom side. Again, these drivers battling for better starting positions in tonight's B main. I'm looking at one of either 2 or 3 B mains, and with just a couple laps left to run. He's still Tanner Tomasi this time by Matt. He will get the white flag, 1 to go.
The white lights are flashing, race fans.
All right, so I qualified 10th in Heat 2 out of 11 cars. So there's 12 in Heat 1, 11, 11, 11,
All right, guys,
4,
checkers out.
3 11,
Good job, guys.
33, 44,
Sorry,
45
Kristen,
out of 45
Dylan,
cars.
Huey, I didn't know we were 3 wide there.
So 45
Sorry,
out of 4 heats.
Unfortunately, from 4th on back, we'll
I'm
have to
10th in Heat 2. If I was in 4th heat, I would be in 40th. So minus 2. I qualified 38th. Man, I'm. Oh.
4 and 5 Kraus in 6, Fisher 7, Darby 8, Tucker 9, Toll 10, Schmidt 11, and Payne.
Line up on the outside. Pit road is
12 cars
closed.
finishing up heat rings. Number 1 is heat number 2 cars getting set to tackle the racetrack. And how about this for a front row? This is a
Okay, here we go.
From Asheville, New York, he drives to 127 Industries, number 127. That is Blake Majulis. To his outside, man that is going to be wearing his heart on his sleeve here tonight. It's the 25 of Zack McSwain, position number 2.
Zack and I are in the same heat.
Will be the 46 car of Matthew Selby. To his outside from Dallas will be the 55 car of Cameron Casson.
Austin Hines rolls off inside row number 3 from
Lights are out, go green out, turn number 4, guys. Go green out, turn number 4.
lines up at a position number 6.
From position
All right, here we go.
7 from Union will be the 12 machine of Ben Countermarch to his outside from Boiling Springs, the 45 car from 8, that is Jesse Wall.
And we're told the tail tag in motorsports, triple 9 entry of Corey Sibley starts 9th, winning
Green flag, green flag.
Position number 10.
Yes, Bill, on a new server, so y'all can practice in this one.
Number 11 with green flag. Matt, heat race number 2 is upon us.
Inside, clear.
3 people in this heat race that are going to be wearing hearts on their sleeves.
Got one inside,
2 of them
clear
in
the
this
bottom.
heat race. Down to corners number 3 and 4 race fans for the first time. In out of turn number 4, they'll finish
The tip is tap at the back, that was Netco, guys.
halfway round in turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway they run into turns number 1 and 2.
Yeah, watching V30.
Caution's out.
Okay.
At the likes of,
We're in 6th.
here tonight. Dylan, we got 1 car around these. There goes down a march for Matt.
It is time for the Power Plats presentation of our famous saying, you cannot park there.
Yeah, let's
So,
After watching the replay, the 12 kind of backs it, goes into turn number 3. The rear end slides up in front of Jesse Wall. Then Countermarch will be sent to the rear.
good to see Ben Countermarch. What? No, it goes upside down. Unfortunately, a little bit too much gas there, my friend.
Pit road is now open.
Not
Green
what we want.
Lights are out, going green. Lights are out, going green.
certainly got his work cut out for him here tonight, just so we can
Ready.
that presentation all sorted.
Just got to continue to keep it clean.
25 entry of Zack McSwain.
Pace cars in.
One of these drivers
Got to get a better
that,
start here than I did in the last one. That was
racing here with a
just
heavy heart on his sleeve, but also Mitch Stiles
just
as
terrible.
well in the 54 machine. And I can't imagine what these guys are going through.
Green, green, green.
And the family.
Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah. We go back to green flag racing now. Out of turn number 4 race fans.
and then we fall back again.
Got one inside. Clear the bottom.
Reliable energy down into turns number 1 and 2 this time by. They've got 5 laps left to go. Into corners number 3 and 4 this time by. There's the Elite Sim Sports machine of that is a 55 car on screen there though. That is Cameron Casson on screen. Into turns 1 and 2, running the top side of the speedway. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4.
Here comes Austin Hine filing the second
15,
of the 32 car machines here in heat race number 2. Again, 7 down, 3 to go. McSwain closing in right now on Blake Majulis for the race. And Kip Majulis can he hold on to pick up a heat race victory here at start. Up the front of this McSwain Duvall Classic later on tonight, which will be 57 lap. And well, if you're wondering how we got the 57 lap, you take the number of Zack McSwain, which is
Okay, I am really struggling.
All right, guys, checkered out. Do not wreck your car after the race. Good job, guys.
At the finish line, he'll collect the PFX gaming checkered flag. As they cross the start line,
Sorry, man, I didn't see.
Around out your top three. Unfortunately, fourth on back will contest.
That was terrible.
In one of the last chance qualifiers. We'll take a look at your official results here for heat race number 2. And there it is on screen, race fans. Blake Majora's.
Dylan, did you copy that? It'll be a new server for the future, but we run a non-qualifying qualifiers feature in between, so we set up the future server. You're welcome to stay in here and practice all the way through the end of the server. Just be paying attention to Discord.
And on the front rows, from Hamilton, New Jersey, he drives the Team Victory Lane Racing. Tack rear defense, number 48 machine, that is Dylan Yeager to his outside with a 33 car, also for Team Victory Lane Racing, that is Evan C.
Alright guys, lights are out, going green out, turn number 4. Good luck, 10 laps, top 3 to the feature.
Position 5 will be the 24 car of Tyler Wilfong in the 24 machine, that is from 5. From position 6, the Blue Group Motorsports 269, that is James Grace.
Sean Judson will start position number 7. Tyson Yalecki lines up at position number 8.
Position 9 will be Jester Walker in the 05 car, Matt George from position 10, and Damien Kiefer in the 0K will line up out of position number 11. We are set for a start, race fans. Pace car off to the infield. Heat race number 3 of the McSwain Duvall Classic. Here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte is green.
And what a good start there for Dylan Yeager. Mike Augustine also taking advantage of the inside row start. See, working the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Then you go back to Toda on the outside looking in, but right now, it's Mike Augustine trying to put pressure to one of the best here.
FYI, Sean, you were blinking really bad there, sir.
Going down to the bottom into 1 and 2. Here comes Augustine. They'll go wheel to wheel. Augustine gets clear. We are yellow.
Well, at least I was 2 spots forward from where I started in my heat.
And we'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Sean Judson with a bit of mechanical issues.
Sean, just FYI, just in case you did not hear me, you're blinking really bad, sir. They did not see you.
Left side of him, and unfortunately Sean Judson goes upside down in turn number 3 and 4.
Lights are out, going green out, turn number 4, guys.
Tack 3 defense, Team Victory Lane Racing number 23T. On screen there at your front row, Dylan Yeager and Evan C on the front. Well, Brett, we're going to have about 6 laps left to go when they come back to the green flag.
Yep, we certainly will. Of course, caution laps counting, I believe, and from what I see here, it's 4 down, 6 to go. I got to say, Evan C was a little green flag there as Dylan Yeager really caught him off guard, so keep an eye on Evan C once again, outside row 1. He's not going to look to want to make that happen again, but he does it again. Little slow on the start. This time it's now going to be Ethan Toda working the bottom of the racetrack. Dylan Yeager gets in the wall. Now Toda takes over the race lead. Only momentarily. Here comes James Grace with a big slide job and a dive bomb. 3 wide for the racing. Have a look at Damien Kiefer.
Sorry, I have no clue what just happened.
To the front from 0 to hero.
I need a black clear.
Absolutely a miracle.
Out of turn number 2, the 48 looks like it's loose out of 2. The 23 makes contact with him, and the 33 just hooked up. The caution comes out for the 269.
We get a lap completed, or will Damien Kiefer have to go back?
And the 23 makes contact out of...
Turning the 269 car around there on the main straightaway, just called the outside retaining wall here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And Brett, like we said earlier on tonight, mate, it's a special night here for the McSwain Duvall Classic.
Just give me the UL.
Like I said, over $1,500.
Can we just have 1 to green since laps are counting?
Has been raised, of course. John Darby, JDM Designs, just alone offering, I believe, up to about $400. Donating parts of.
Can I get a black clear, please?
JDM Designs.
Yes, we'll clean all black flags when we go green.
He was donating half of his proceeds towards the McSwain Duvall family, and a real gentleman of man to to do that, not only to give up his time in making these designs. And I tell you, every one that he does, he just really hits it out of the ballpark. I mean, if it was baseball, Matt, there'd have to be a mercy rule because he's just...
All right, guys, coming to the green,
annihilating it. I had to...
2 to go.
A word then.
I think it's called hitting home runs, mate. That'll be a better one. Absolutely annihilating home runs. Well, race fans, there is, if you'd like to, and obviously it's obviously if you'd like to, there is a link, somewhere. I do believe, Brett, that you can donate to these families.
It's pinned.
And then all the proceeds.
It's pinned in the chat.
Okay, so on the if you're watching the Facebook live stream, ladies and gentlemen, there is a link there. If you would like to donate to these families, you are more than welcome to. We are back to green flag racing here in heat race number 3. We've got 2 laps left to run. They'll see the white flag this time by Damien Kiefer on the top side of the speedway. He'll see the white lights down to 1 and 2 though on the bottom side of the speedway. Here comes Mike.
All right, guys, checkered zone. Do not wreck your car after the race. Good job.
On Ethan Toda. Can he get the win out of turn number 4? No. Collecting the BNFX Gaming checkered flag will be Damien Kiefer. What a drive from position number 11 and gets the win in heat race number 3. Well done, Damien Kiefer. Take a bow, my friend. What a heat race was, Brett. We're going to take a look at your official results.
Yeah, Kiefer from dead last to the first position. And you go back to Augustine second, Toda third, Ulecki, Jaeger, top 5, Wilfong, C, Walker, George, Grace, and Judson. The drivers to contest heat race number 3. Heat race number 4, we'll see Cole Cabray line up on the pole position to the outside, the 92 of Trent Hitchens.
Position number 3 will be Terrell Payne in the 51 car for Speedworks Mafia in position number 3. To his outside, the 79 car from 4 will be Blake Murray.
And we go back to James Claassen lining up at a position number 5 to the outside, Cole Duggar, position number 6.
Position 7, the Indian Outlaw, Robert Fletcher, will start from position number 7 in the 77. Position number 8 will be the 47 car for Vanderpool.
Lights are out for green, out turn number 4.
Himself right, Lammy lines up at a position 9. Daniel Schultz will start 10th, and Chase Hardy, position number 11. There is the tribute car. We've seen that tribute car in the sprint car a couple of weeks ago with Tyler Schultz running that one, but that car
green flag
by Cole Duggar. We get set for a start. Final heat race of tonight. Cole Cabray, Trent Hitchens, green flag is out. Your final 10 laps of heat racing action.
Here we go down to turns 1 and 2 for the first time in heat race number 4. Final heat race of the night, race fans. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Robert Fletcher running the bottom side of the speedway at the moment. There is the 92 machine of Trent Hitchens. In the 92 machine, drifts up high out of turn number 4. Cole Duggar looking to make his way through the field on the bottom side of the speedway in the 17 machine. Down on the bottom side right now, looking to take over the position from Robert Fletcher. Couldn't get the job done though. Down to 3 and 4. They are 4 wide through turn number 3 and 4. Wowee, down the main straightaway they go. Now they click over to lap number 3.
Yeah, the battle between Fletcher Hitchens battles on for positions number 4 and 5. Just in front of them is James Claassen in the third and final transfer position. Meanwhile, they go 3 wide behind him. Oh boy, here comes Murray, here comes Duggar, here comes Chase Hardy from the back as well. From 11th up to position number 4. It's no Damien Kiefer right now, but I'll tell you what, he's having a real red hot crack of it on the bottom side. Hardy up to 4th and now 1 spot out of a transfer. Here comes the 77 of Robert Fletcher once again right through the middle of the speedway.
Down the main straightaway they run now with 6 laps left to go, race fans. Down to 1 and 2. There is Cole Duggar still back there in position number 6 at the moment in the 17 machine. Down to turns 3 and 4 this time by. They now have 5 laps left to go. Halfway down, halfway to go.
Well, it's all been Cole Cabray and Terrell Payne. Cabray got half a second over Terrell Payne. Then you go back to a 2-second gap back to James Claassen. But right now, the battle is on for 4, 5, and 6, I should say. Fletcher in 4th. Hardy on the bottom side, the 116 machine. Then you go back to the 17, driven by Cole Duggar. Again, that was the Tyler Schultz paint car, but with Tyler unable to be here tonight because of, his work schedule. They should know that the McSwain Duvall Classic should have been high up on his list.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. So the 17 car tonight definitely being driven by Cole Duggar, and it's absolutely, I reckon he's probably well more than honoured to drive that machine here tonight, here at the dirt track at Charlotte. They've got 2 laps left to go, race fans. Cole Cabray is your race leader.
He's at about half a second of a gap over Terrell Payne. This time they grab the white flag. One to run here in your fourth and final heat race of the night, the McSwain Duvall Classic.
All right, guys, checkered out. Do not wreck your car after the race. Good job, guys.
Super late models turning it on here. The BFX Gaming checkered flag goes to Cole Cabaret. Terrell Payne home in second. Third will go to James Clarkson. Then you go back to Fletcher. Doug are your top five. Hardy, followed by Murray, Schultz, Turberville, Hitchens, and Lambie. Mr. BFX himself comes home in your 11th position. As that will wrap up the heat races, and now we have 3 B mains on the program for tonight. Let's take a look at your official results for heat race number 4.
All right, guys, 12 laps, top 4 to the will qualify to the future. Don't forget, if you do not make it, pay attention to Discord for the Susan Harris Showdown 20 laps that be ran in between after the LCQ and before the main feature event.
Robert Fletcher.
Position 3 will be Dylan Yeager in the 48 car to his outside for HAR eSports with a 54 car off Mitch Stiles.
Chris Fisher in their 5 will start position number 5. Position number 6 with the 79 of Blake Murray.
Jester Walker will start the 05 from position
Lights are out, going green out of 4.
Louisville will be the 46 car of Matthew Selby.
The trial. Justin Toll for Hood Up Motorsports driving the 525 will start position number 9. Trent Hitchens at 92, position number 10, and Sean Judson rolls off out of position number 11. I got to say a big shout out to this man as well, Justin Toll. He donated quite a bit when it came to the 24-hour stream I did less than a week
Green
ago.
flag, green flag.
Yeah, it really took the wind out of the sails. But thanks to him and thanks to BeardFX as well. They got the total up from UDTV in the community at 150. But not only that, also the money that they've donated as well. Green is out in the first of 3 last chance qualifiers, and well, unsuspectingly, Dylan Yeager, not a name you'd normally be seeing in a B main, but yet here he is.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't have the run that he wanted in his heat race, so he's now up the front, pointy end of the pack in B main number 1 competition, down to turn number 3 and 4. They'll click over to lap number 3, this time by out of turn number 4. Dylan Yeager still your race leader. Down the main straight, they run into turns 1 and 2. Ryan Flatten, they're on the bottom side of the speedway, so too Chris Fisher in the 5 machine. Down the back straight, they run into turn number 3 and 4. Fletcher on the top side as well, the Indian Outlaw running the 77 machine. Down the main straight, they run. Currently sitting back there in the bubble at the moment is Robert Fletcher in the 4th spot.
Wow, this UDTV community just keeps on giving. Mike Fritz, I'm going to come in here. Mike Fritz just putting up 8,775 stars now. I'm pretty sure that
sorry, now
$87. So Mike,
what you're hearing on a broadcast in the background, if you can hear it, is behind the actual what's going on in front of me.
Up to about nearly 200. The race leader, Dylan Yeager, Ryan Flatten, Chris Fisher, and Robert Fletcher at the moment in the top 4.
Down the back straightaway they go into turn number 3 and 4. This time by down the main straightaway, ladies and gentlemen, they have 6 laps left to go. They are halfway home at the moment, down to 1 and 2. Dylan Yeager still holding it down at the moment in the Team Victory Lane Racing TAC 3 defense. Number 48 machine runs the bottom side of the speedway, as we know that he likes to do as well. Down to 1 and 2. Flatten though, right on the rear nerve bar of the 48 machine, down to turns number 3 and 4 this time by. They'll see 2 laps left to go. Oh, no, not 2 laps left to go, so kicking a little bit too early. 4 laps left to go.
Yeah, going early, story of my life. But right now, the story of the D main, which is also known as B main number 1, happens to be Dylan Yeager, leading the way from Ryan Flatten, Chris Fisher, and Matthew Selby in that 4th and final transfer position.
Ooh, car in the wall.
Yeah, Matthew Selby having a monumental run at the moment in the 46 car. Fletcher into the wall hard in turn number 3. In turns 1 and 2, we're watching corners 3 and 4. And down the main straightaway, they run into turns number 1 and 2. Once again, they have 2 laps left to run. Into turns 1 and 2, Matty Selby still holding it down at the moment, but here comes Blake Murray. Murray with a attempted slider, makes it work, parks it on the snout on turn number 4. Down the main straightaway they run. They have 1 lap left to go, Brett.
Yeah, you got Flight and Fisher look to be a top 3 secured, but at the moment right now.
All right, guys, checkered zone. Do not wreck your car after the race. Good job, guys.
I am curious. I'm just gonna click this button just because I'm curious. I do have race control, but I am not going to use it. Am I not in this one?
Oh, big time. Realizing that he wasn't going to get anywhere near.
I'm all the way in the last B main.
He pulled it up and figured, well, you know what, no point going in.
Starting 6th, so I've got to beat 2 cars in mine. Yeah, that's not going to be easy. I've got Evan C, Chase Hardy, Jake Krause, Austin Hines, Tyson Ulecki. Robert Tucker's in here, he's quicker than I am. Steven Turbeville, he's faster than I am. James Grace, Ben Cottermarsh, Alex Payne, Eddie Holden. Oh, wait. Alex Payne's last one.
Going green out.
I don't know how good Alex Payne is anymore. I know he used to be pretty decent, but everybody in here is pretty top tier driver. But there's Cole starting in 3rd.
Position 7, row 4 will be the 24 car of Daniel Schultz. Position number 8 on his outside with the 7 car of Matt George.
And we go back to Eddie Holden, 9th, Jared Green. And Ryan Lambie in position number 11. In fact, Eddie Holden did not make the call, so 10 cars battling it out for 4 transfer positions. Jesse Wall, Hewitt Cullen, I'm going to say my money is on the floor of Hewitt Cullen, but again, keep an eye on that 17 machine driven. It's the Tyler Shields painted up livery, but driven tonight by Cole Duggar.
Down into turns 3 and 4, this time by race fans. They'll complete lap number 1 and the opening lap of tonight's B main number 2.
Cole's running really good.
To Jesse Wall into 1 and 2 on the bottom side. You see Duggar in that 17 machine on the bottom side of the speedway, looking for the race lead out of turn number 4. Can't get the job done at the moment. They are 3 wide out of turn 4, Brett.
Good battle for the race lead again. Top 3 on screen. The 4 of Hewitt Cullen, your race leader. Jesse Wall, the 2 right through the center of the speedway in 2nd position. Then you go back to Cole Duggar in 3rd, that's 17. Now the battle on between John Darby and Tyler Wilfong. Darby in the double O machine. What a beautiful looking hot rod. That is, I bet you know where you got that one painted up at JDM Designs.
I guarantee he did. Definitely. That 00 machine looks absolutely phenomenal on the racetrack. Very nice looking race car. The white and green machine there, that is John Darby on the speedway. And running in the 4th position at the moment. He's just inside the final transfer position, so we can say he's on the bubble at the moment. Here comes Tyler Wilfong, though, on the top side of the speedway, driving the 24 car, back in position 5.
And again, Wilfong on the outside, looking in at the moment. It's still Hewitt Cullen by 7/10 of a second lead over Jesse Wall. And a similar sort of gap back to Cole Duggar, who only holds a 3.5 of a second advantage over John Darby in that 4th and final transfer position. We work and starting lap number 7, so 6 down, 6 to run.
Bottom seems to really be coming in on 3 and 4.
They go into turn number 3 and 4. This time by Duggar still holding it down there in position 3 at the moment. Gets a little
Slider
bit of
line
loose
does
coming out
not
of turn
look
number 4
good
though.
there.
Down the main straightaway, here comes John Darby though in the 00 car. You can see Duggar drifts up high, finding the moisture on the top side of the speedway. Trying to find the quickest way around the racetrack at the moment. These guys, the racetrack's starting to slicken off a little bit.
Alright, so it looks like top 1 and 2 for sure.
4 laps left to
Short
go.
slider 3 and 4 maybe.
4 to run for your race leader in the number 4 machine of Hewitt Cullen. Again, we keep an eye on your 3rd and 4th
Quillen's
place
leading.
at the moment. Tyler Wilfong outside the bubble.
I think he's running just a hair off the top 3 and 4 and running right up on the top in 1 and 2.
Which is still going to pay you, what is it, 20 to win, mate?
That is correct, mate. Yeah, out of turn number 4 though. So the non-qualifiers A main event will be after B main number 3 on the program for tonight. And yes, paying $20 to win.
All right, well, we've got the lap to go for you race leaders. We watch above the virtual dirt track at Charlotte Bar. The iRacing flagman gives us the white flag. Hewitt Cullen works the top side through 1 and 2. Backstretch.
All right, guys, checkered zone. Do not wreck your car after the race. Good job, guys.
Collecting the bid, FX Gaming at checkered flag. Hewitt Cullen will win. B main number 2. Second to go to Jesse Wall. Cole Duggar home in 3rd.
Good job by Cole coming home in 3rd.
Your 4th and final transfer position.
Good job by John Darby to make the feature. I'm really glad to hear that. There we go.
They will now take
Line up on the outside. Pit road is
for a few moments and I'll get ready for the non-qualifiers races. Here are your results. Quillen, Wall, Duggar and Darby. Your top four. Wilfong, Sibley, Lambie, Schultz, George, Schmidt and Holden all going to that non-qualifiers race. B-main number 3 will line up like this. Tyson Ulecki lines up on the pole position. Austin Hines at 32 from position number 2.
Position 3 will be the 13 car of Jaden Krause, who is outside the 116 car of Chase Hardy.
Evan C lines up at position number 5. And
Going green out turn number 4, guys. Going green out turn number 4.
Position number 7 will be the 17 car of Robert Tucker, to his outside the 47 car of Stephen Turbeville.
James Grace lines up alongside Ben Catamash, positions 9 and 10, followed by Alex Payne.
8 cars leaving.
Number 11. Hello. Let's say hello to everybody out there in the Facebook land or YouTube land or Twitch land, wherever you are watching.
We're on Twitch tonight too.
Green, green, green.
So we can get, regardless of V32 that's into the show or not, via this so for provisional one runner, so right now he's trying to get some laps under his belt. It's been a while since he's been behind the wheel of a super late model.
Inside, clear.
Right, mate, watching William Duvall into turn number 3 and 4, the B32 machine. Out of turn number 4, down the main straight, they run into turns number 1 and 2. You can see Duvall there in the 32 car.
Outside, stay on the bottom, stay on the bottom, clear outside, 16, 42,
Robert Tucker there in the 17 car. You got Chase Hardy looking for further positions up the front. At the moment, looking almost 3 wide down the main straight.
Evan C works the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it.
So if you go back to Tyson, you're looking at 74, working to the top side. There's the first of the 32 cars. Austin Hines in position of the 3. Battling with Jaden Krause, Chase Hardy. He's on the outside again, but I'll tell you what, getting out just it because Chase Hardy, he knows what it takes to get around here.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Down the back straight away. Oh, well, defender through turn number 3 and 4. They were 4 wide down the back straight away, and they are still 3 wide down the main straight. What awesome super late model racing this is right now. We are kicking over to lap number 5 on the speedway, this time by complete lap number 5 through turns 3 and 4. Evan C, your race leader.
Yeah, really gets you excited for what's to come later on. Of course, it's still got a non-qualifiers race followed up by a 57-lap main event. Right now, Evan C. Well, he's got the dog out because he's just walking the road right now here in super late model competition.
Exactly right, mate. Down the race straight away they run. Turns number 1 and 2. This time by, you've got to see Chase Hardy there on the bottom side of the speedway. Picks up the left front on the bottom side as well. Down to turns 3 and 4. Wow, we race fans. Now courtesy is down the main straight. They're all
Door me a little harder next time, bud.
Hardy inside of Austin Hines in the 32 machine. You got Robert Tucker into the fence of the battle along with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and maybe 11 position right now. You can really throw a blanket over the drivers from about 6 all the way through to about 10th position. But again, we stay focused on the battle between 3rd and 4th position. It is Austin Hines and Chase Hardy. Austin Hines in 32, Chase Hardy in the 116. Hardy on the bottom, Hines through the middle of the racetrack. That's a 9 down and 3 to run.
down into turns 1 and 2. Hardy, wow, just missed the infield tractor tyre there. In turns 1 and 2, have the jump on the binders big time. Down to 3 and 4. Hines has the 3rd position secured nicely right now. Down the main straight away they run now. They've got 2 laps left to go. Here has been another 3 competition.
Clear, white flag, one more lap to go.
Make it a lap to go because Evan C, well, he's had enough of his B-main, and after having some unfortunate incidents in heat race with Dylan Yeager, he's had to find himself running in the...
All right, guys, checkered zone. Do not wreck your car after the race. Good job.
Evan C wins from Jaden Krause home in 2nd. 3rd is going to be Joe. Boy, I don't want to say Chase.
All right, guys, the people who made the feature can use this server to practice. Everyone else who did not make the feature race, give us about 5 minutes. We'll post in Discord when.
For the session to roll over. Now I'm not sure where we're taking a.
I don't even know what to say there. I fucking hate racing anymore. To say I'm bad is a complete and total understatement. I don't know what I'm doing here, so who knows. We'll be back, guys, whenever I get my hand out to the feature that I don't deserve, that I shouldn't be getting, but we'll be back for the feature race. Alright, go over to UltimateDirtTV and check out the broadcast.
All right, guys, we'll now take the initial green flag start. We'll do the 4 wide tonight.
Styles, the man who will be wearing his heart on his sleeve
Right,
here
so
right now,
not
drive the
in this
HAR
race,
eSports number 54 machine from position number 7 to his.
The top 2
going
need to come to Discord
watch,
after the race, and you need to message me on Discord your PayPal draft.
so I can literally, like, I can come out here and start wherever I want to start and travel with these guys.
It's so hard not to say it, but unless you want to donate it back. You want to say it, but you don't want to say it.
Position number 13 for Vanderbilt Racing, just the walker lines up.
What you hear is the race admin, so I am in the admin booth right now.
25, it's the troll.
I'll give the instructions in just a minute on that.
I'm
It's
actually
pretty
going
simple.
to mute them in just a second so you guys can't hear what they're saying.
Steven is the king of fucking doing quote.
There we go. Alright, there we go. That's one of my boys. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean, very much doing that. Something ridiculously special. It's a tough night. A lot of incredible talent out here tonight. Alright, so here we go. Let's see if I can keep up.
Green flag.
I'm tight.
Clear.
I can't turn. Ooh, caution. See if I can get a better start here. That was just terrible. So I know there's another car here, but I'm going to line up in the position that I had.
Green flag, green flag. Got one inside. Clear to the bottom. You're on top,
Oof.
rewind, inside, clear.
Car's way too tight if I don't have any momentum build up yet.
Go low.
Ooh, car upside down. And I don't know what position I would have been in. I'm gonna stay behind this car of Justin Toll. Actually, I just dropped back to the last position again.
Pace car's leaving. Green flag, green flag. Got one inside, clear inside. Three wide, you're on top. Clear. You're on top, three wide, clear. Inside. Clear to the bottom. Outside. Got one inside, clear to the bottom. Inside. Clear. Three wide, you're me. Got one inside, still there, clear.
I like how my spotter's telling me where there's cars at, even though I can drive right through them like this.
Inside. Clear. Inside. Clear inside.
I am struggling so hard to keep my car turning. So stinking tight. So this is where I would be if I was racing the non-qualifiers. This is all the better I am.
Got one inside. Clear to the bottom.
Alright, so I had passed Jared Schmidt. I'd be in 10th right now. There's not a lot of laps left. 5 laps till we come back to green. That was some interesting stuff that just happened. Alright, so I'm lining up behind this guy right here. Fear the Beard. Oh, it's Bryant Lambie. It's Beard Effects. Puts out some good stuff.
Green, green, green.
Ooh, dude just nailed a tire. Alright, so my position has not changed. So I mean I'm maybe good enough for an 8th place finish for this non-qualifier race.
Pace cars in. Green flag, green
Stuck it in the wall. I love it. I love it. Probably going to do that a lot in this feature race. Go Juddy! Gonna hang it out up here and get some practice in. I don't have any distractions. No, it ain't no damn helmet, boy.
Pick one, right? I'm pretty sure I have this pick one.
Not really sure. I just
Blake Murray. Yeah, Blake Murray won.
Alright, I'm muting back up because they're talking money and that's kind of private information, so I'm gonna keep that one muted. But yeah, main race is coming up soon, so we will be right back. Okay, we're back. Crossing our fingers for a good race here. I'm starting, I think, in like 25th or something like that. I'm not even 100% sure. Doesn't show me there. Yeah, I'm starting in 25th. Got a long ways to go, but my sister giving me a pep talk from my mom. Let's see what we can do.
Hey, Cole Duggar is in this feature. He's not in the server.
He's in what?
He's not in the server.
My bad.
Okay. Oh, I think he said it was something about it was getting too late for him.
Oh, okay.
He has to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning for work.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Alright. Scared the piss out of me.
The black flag is for you. You didn't exit the pit safely.
Try it again. Ooh.
Slow car down low. 19.586. Go high.
Can't keep it off the wall.
Inside. Keep it on top. Clear. 17.035. Inside. Clear to the bottom. 16.187.
This does not feel even close to the same as what I just ran.
16.511. Slow car down low. Got slow car ahead.
Oh, I'm sitting wrong.
Got one inside.
Sorry, Zach.
Clear.
There you go.
16.358.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
Got slow car ahead on the bottom. Got one outside. Still there. Car stop down low. Clear outside.
Oh.
Got one inside. 3 wide. You're the meat. Clear inside. Got slow car ahead on the bottom. 21.26.
I don't know if that was my fault or what right there with Dylan.
My bad.
track. I don't belong behind the wheel. I don't belong on this track. I'm 25th quick out of, I don't even know how many cars. I know I am the 25th driver, and this makes me sick. Fucking hell. This track's gonna be blown out before the feature ever starts, and I apparently don't know how to drive a slick track anymore. So I'm not going to be anywhere near competitive.
Not bad.
Inside, still there. Keep high. Got a slow car ahead on the bottom. Clear to the bottom. 19.324. Slow car up high. Car stops up top. Car stops up top. Go low. Slow car up high. Go low. 16.444.
Vader, what are you doing?
Can we mute him?
Please do not start, especially before the race even starts.
Sorry, my cat jumped on my wheel.
17.122. Go high. Go high. Got one inside. 16.209. Clear. Inside. Clear to the bottom.
Shit, my bad.
Got one inside. Car
Can we,
stops up
can
top.
we have amps?
Car stops up high. Car stops up top. Go low. Go low. Go high. 16.599. Slow car ahead. Car stops up high. Go low.
This is a memorial race. We just got to make sure that the stream is done talking about whatever they need to finish talking about before we advance into the race. So just hang tight.
Slow car down low. 15.642. Slow car down low. 15.739.
My bad.
Got one inside. Car stops up top. Clear to the bottom. Car stops ahead.
You okay, Dylan?
No, I have three severe minor concussions.
Go high.
We'll be alright though.
Go high. 16.199.
I'm getting all kinds of graphical problems.
All right, guys, track is closed. Track is closed. Everybody make their way to the pits, please. Track is closed.
18.119.
I am having difficulties. I am having problems. Give me 1 second. I cannot get out of my car.
Alright, I'm back, and give them just a second, and we'll start the feature race.
Oh, there it goes, finally. Okay. I'm having graphical problems. I am having all of the problems. And the bad thing is most of this stuff here, if I change it, then I have to leave the server and return to the server. don't exactly know what to do. Oh, I could turn that off. That'll probably help me. See, this should have been on low. I don't know why that was changed. But see, it's not gonna change unless I lose the server and come back in. I don't know, man. I wish. And I know that stuff's not gonna change without leaving the server and coming back in. I'm fucked.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming out to the inaugural McSwain Duvall Classic. As of right now, we spent around about $2,300 to be split between the two families. Thank you so much. You guys rock. Thank you. All right, guys, we will not take the initial green flag. Remember that?
I'm gonna have to start closing things out.
When we start rolling.
Alright guys, looks like I'm going to have to end my stream. I am sorry. I'm going to have to end my stream. I'm having too many graphic errors.